Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And welcome back to part 2 of our ARIRANG album listening party. I am very excited to be back. Like I said in the end of the previous video, I ate, I am feeling good now, and we are ready and excited to finish off this album. So in the first part we got into Body to Body and we went through all the songs until normal. And now we're going to be getting into the rest of the songs. Like Animals is our first one, and we're going to listen to the rest of them. So yeah, I think I speculated that we got the most intense stuff in the first part of this album. So I feel like now we're going to get to the more like chill stuff. At least I assume so, especially since we had Merry Go Round as well. And got to that, I feel like we're now going to get into maybe some more emotional stuff. I don't know. You never really know with these guys. But yeah, I'm ready to dive in. Hope you guys feel the same. I got some water, and I am ready to continue. And at the end of this part, I'm going to be getting into a final rating to tell you how many songs of the total that I enjoyed. You know the deal. You have watched probably, maybe, one of my album listens before. But enough said. Let us dive right into this. Let's go with our first song. Ooh, hello. Ooh, this is very reminiscent of something else, but I don't know what the moment. Ooh. First of all, this is a full English song. I got that. Forgot to mention that. But also, this is immediately giving me Imagine Dragons. Like, just the whole vibe. Would you call them, like, are they rock? Because this feels like a little bit more of, obviously it's not like the rock that I usually listen to, which is usually a lot more like, bah, in your face. This is a little bit more chill, but it does feel like that to me. Like with the strum and the instruments and all of that. Woo! Hey. Yeah, this is definitely rock, for sure. Ooh. Okay. I'm into this. Ooh. Again, ad-libs are back, baby. Ooh. Again, this is also a bit dreamy, I would say. Ooh! Oh, I love the way Jimin does this part. I just want to do this. Hey. Woo. Ooh. The guitar is taking it, for sure. Woo. Wow. Wow. I would not have expected this kind of song to come out from this album, but I'm also really very much here for it. Yeah, I like how raw this felt. I like how raw and real it felt, of just like, at least from my perspective of reading these lyrics, it feels like it's just kind of like, let go of everything else, that like, let go of the things that are piled on top of you, and like just be free, quote unquote. Like, we can be like animals, we can just run on impulses and not feel like we have to worry about every single thing. And yes, obviously, if we are animals, like, humans are animals, but I think when you usually go that way, it's usually, when you refer to things that way, it's usually about, like, because we're such non-impulse, at least in some ways. We have a lot more of, like, a filter than a lot of other animals do. And my thought is, like, breaking all of that down. And just, if you want it, take it all. Oof. But I like this a lot. I like this vibe for them, like I mentioned in previous reactions as well, and I think I talked about it in Swim and also in other ones as well. Black Swan is my favorite BTS song of all time, and I think it is because of how raw that does feel, and how much meaning there is behind that song, and I feel when they do go that way, I really appreciate it, and I think that this song kind of touches on that, of like the rawness and emotionality that I think that they do carry and do really well, you know? That was really pretty, though. I think, listen, these lashes are beautiful, but they are really annoying in the sense of, like, I keep thinking about them. I keep noticing and thinking about that they're here, but because they're ridiculous, but they're so cute, so I just have to live with it. We only have 4 more songs to go. We'll be good. But, yeah, I like this a lot. I thought it was very, like, again, we had this, like, weird mix that we had with Merry-Go-Round, I believe, where it's, like, it feels calming, but it's also, like, you read the lyrics and you're like, oh, all right, you know? But that was Like Animals. We're going to move on to what we have next, which is They Don't Know About Us. So, yeah, intriguing here. I don't think I've seen these pictures yet, so that was exciting. But let us continue right along with our next song. Let's go. They don't know about us. Tempo? Quickly. There we go. Thank you. I can show you love, I can show you. Ooh. Everybody heard the story that they wanna. We're just big boys, I got your number. 그냥 먹기 sad, just shut up. Hold up, tryna take a bubble bath, babe. Do the method, go just say what you say. Take a glass, he's just like, chill out, take a glass of wine and just like cool down a little bit. I was thinking it was gonna be like a little bit, oh god, what song is that? They don't know that the things we do. They don't know about the I love you. I can't remember what artist that is. But I thought it was going to be like that kind of song. But no, it's about They Don't Know About Us. Like, they don't know about us. BTS, you know what I mean? Cool. Oh, it's hard, then we cannot explain. Every time we're trying to explain, we find they don't know about us, they don't know about us. Ooh! They don't know about us, they don't know about us. The chanting? They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us. Like, I love that layering. The way that cuts? feel like I'm being snake charmed by this song, honestly. Ooh. I love this vibe. Like, it's still got that, like, hip-hop bass, I would say, of course. But it's got, again, this is a little bit more moody, and I appreciate that. Like, it's chill, but it's also not. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this in the best way, but I really like it. Ooh. That's, oh wow, his voice, oh my goodness, I love this tone here. But that is exactly what I was talking about with aliens. Those guys are special among Asians. I think that sentence itself is very telling. Again, if you didn't watch it, watch part 1, where I talked about in Aliens of how it feels like they were kind of like at least in the beginning, and then also as they were gaining a global following, the way people talked about them was that as if they were aliens. And this kind of goes into that as well, as like, oh, these cool Asian guys, and you're just like, why do you have to specify that? Truly. Because if a white person does something, people don't specify that they're white. Like, look at this white guy who did a cool thing, and you're just like, that would not happen. That would not happen, right? That would usually, no, that would never happen, you know? So, I get that. Oh, real. Too hard to break, we can't relate. You said we changed, we feel the same shit. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know again. About us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. Ooh, that instrument right there. Hell yeah. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Especially how it cuts. First of all, I'm really curious what that sample is. Of like where that is taken from. Because it feels like an older song, but I don't know exactly where. Maybe somewhere it'll tell me. I'm just gonna look this up while I talk, so that we can do this. But yeah, I think honestly this is one of my favorites so far. In the way that it was done lyrically, but also again this vibe is great because you can have those kind of, you can have rap, you can have singing with this. But also, it's more of like, I don't know if this is done in minor. It feels like it is, because this just the whole mood of this feels like if I had to give this song a color palette, it would just be like different shades of gray. Like, that is what this is, to me at least. So I liked it a lot because of that. And like I said, they do moody stuff so good. So I'm just always here for that whenever they do bring that to the table. I just think it always ends up being really, really cool. So let me see. They don't know about us, how your voice can calm the sea. They know. Curious. Is it gonna tell me somewhere? Maybe, perhaps. Sample. Oh, here we go. No, dang. I thought I'd found it, but I don't think I can. It's fine. Whatever. Oh, here somebody is asking, but I don't know if we even got an answer to that. But anyway, I like this a lot. I like the mood of it. I think it was very, like, cloudy, moody. I appreciate it. Like, and I know that's gonna be right in my head right now. You know, especially with how it was spliced, it very much like added that it factor, or that it became very catchy because of that to me. And also Hobie, I'm just a rap fan, okay? So that's why I've been talking about Yoongi and Hobie in a lot of these, I realize, but like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was They Don't Know About Us. Oof, appreciated that. So next up is One More Night. And again, I don't know if we're taking a turn or if we're still continuing with this vibe. Because like I said, it feels like first half was intense. Second half is a little chiller. So we're going to see if that continues. But let us dive right in. Ooh. Oh. This gives me a lot of vibes of like the rap lines solos for the intros. Especially, what was it called? Persona? Yes, this gives me very Persona. I think it's Persona. That's Namjoon's, right? This gives me very that, especially with that kind of this vibration that we're getting right now. Or what would you call it? Wave? It's almost like a wave, or like an echo almost. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. It really is 2016. Ooh. 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 Hey. We've gone back to the club music, thank God. I mean, sure, if you're asking. Ooh. I'm just riding this wave right now. I know. Oh my God, I'm such a fucking nerd. Because A Midsummer Night's Dream is a really good play. It's just what I wanted to say. But I love that it was set in Korean, though. I feel flattered. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. There's another song, though. Is there not another song? Oh, what? Just Dance. Oh my God. That's it. Dude, that's it. Oh, I cannot believe I've forgotten my favorite. Because again, J-Hope is my bias, y'all. I forgot about Just Dance. That's exactly it. That, like, you know, you know? This is like Just Dance's like cousin, like 7 or 8 years later. with the whole group. It's crazy. Love it. Hey. I love that little CCC. Also, it's a little more clubby, but you know. Okay. Okay, we needed something that was much more, because we had some of that in Body and Body, but we needed something that was a little bit more schmexual. And listen, hey, after many of the members, specifically Hobie and Jungkook, I think are very freaked out in their stuff. V also gets a little bit. Jimin also, basically all of them kind of, except for Jin. Did Jin get a little freaked out? I don't think he did really, but anyway, and also not really sure either. But you know, like we've seen it, so we needed it. We needed it a little bit more in our faces, you know. Oh, I did not realize we were right at the end. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I see you. Like I said, this is also giving me a little bit of Jimin's solo as well. Can't remember what the song is called again, but you know which one. You know which one, where he's in the club. It's giving me that vibe too. I enjoy this vibe a lot too as well, because it was a little bit more, I think, if you took Faya and made it a lot more chill, and then also made it a little bit more central, you know what I mean? Because like clearly you can still play this and like bump it at a club, but also it feels a little bit more chiller, and I'm not like vibrating out of my skin listening to this, you know what I mean? Like at least this is a little bit relaxing in a way, if you would like to call it that. But yeah, very much a vibe, just like this is me, you know? So yeah, fun, like that a lot. So next up is Please, and that is kind of spooky with just that title. Like, what do you want from me? What are you asking from me? Because I don't know if I can deliver that, but I guess I'll have to see when we get into this. But yeah, let's get into our next song. Ooh. Okay. Very jazz bar vibes. Hey. I've loved the layering, like the layers and the harmonies in this, like in this entire album, have been feeding me like heavily, you know. Oof. It's not as saucy as I thought it would be, but also it's not there, you know. Hey. And that little vocal in the back.
You want me just all that, call me from the front, back, left, right. I need you like on me, on my. Oh, you got me.
That very subtle piano, I'm there for. Hey. Oof. Oh. I love that it's stripped. And that's the end, baby. Indeed. Ooh. Okay. Like I said, this gives me very... It's not that jazzy, but it does feel very much like I'm sitting... It's like 4 in the morning, right? It's like 4 in the morning. I'm sitting in somebody's, like, either it's like an after party type of song, or I'm sitting in like one of those clubs that's open like very late, like super late. We usually don't have them here, but like, you know, you're just sitting there and enjoying the vibe. You're nursing something that you started drinking a while ago, and you're just like, this is kind of like very serene despite what happened earlier. You know what I mean? Especially if it was like a party, you know what I mean? And you're just sitting there like, I guess this was a good vibe, you know? Like, enjoyable, calm. Like, I liked it, you know? Or like, I enjoy this moment, is kind of what the song is giving me. But yeah, it's very urine-y, obviously. I mean, it's literally called Please, obviously. Like, yeah, sure. But it isn't as saucy as I would have thought it was going to be. Like, again, I don't know what, like, this new era was going to give until I got into, obviously, today. I didn't know what exactly it was going to give, so I'm just, like, kind of waiting to see. But I think, again, this is just a little bit more, yeah, it's like, I just want to have you here with me. Like, stay by my side and, like, guide me through this tough time or whatever it's supposed to be. Like, you know, help me through this with like your presence, you know. That's what this feels to me. But yeah, harmonies here were so lovely too. I've been enjoying especially that part of this album so far, you know what I mean? And also the songs have been quite different, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know what to expect. You hear people talk and you're just like, I wonder what this really is going to be like when you actually dive into it without anyone else like talking in your ear about it. But yeah, I like how different these songs have been. Like, very, very different, but also still a lot of very enjoyable stuff. So we only have one more song to go, which is kind of crazy because it feels like I just started, but also it feels like it's been here forever. And technically I didn't just start because it's been like 2 hours since I started filming, but it's because I ate and all that. So it's been a little bit, but we're almost there. We're at the final stretch, people. But let's get into our last song, which is called Into the Sun. And this one is quite a bit of length on it. So we're gonna see what it has to give, and that's for later. But we shall get into this and see what they have in store for me, because again, I don't know. We're gonna find out together. So let's get right into this. Last song usually does have a very specific vibe in my head, so.
Baby, you remind me I want someone like you.
Is that layered or is it like a robotic almost?
Nobody knows me, honey. No one like you.
I assume that it's like, again, it's like a robotic kind of vocal like effect that they have layered on this. Because it's not behaving like your regular, like regularly done just harmonization, you know?
If you wanna go there, I'm ready to be with you. No, you're cold. I run dark days and find the sun. I don't care how far, just wait. Baby, what you want, baby, what you need. Tell me how you feel every night. I'm thinking of 해질 때의 바람, 해뜰 때의 온도. 네가 느껴야 할 저녁부터 아침에 별 이른 너의 걸. 좀 이른 어둠에 묻어 동이 뜰 때까지 널 지키며 into the sun. 24, 24, 7 feel like 24. 태양을 향해 뛰어도 가까워지진 않아도.
Yeah, it's. I was like, does he have that much on? I think, the members have different like amounts of that filter going right now. I'm not like, so far, I'm not the biggest fan of how it sounds because it feels a little bit like they're singing into like a tin can in a way. But I'm not opposed to it either. It's just like, it wouldn't be my cup of tea if I could choose otherwise, you know? But, hey. Oh. Or is it like... Is it like they've pitch shifted and like layered their like the vocals together? I'm trying to figure out the production of this, and I'm not by any means knowledgeable in this field. Okay, I know not much. Let's just say I don't know much about how the process actually works, but again, it feels like there's like a very pitched version of the line they're already singing just layered on top. Oh, I love when he does this kind of rap. It's great. Ooh.
And if we run out of time, I'll chase the feeling, never too far behind.
Ooh. Still going. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. This ain't right here. I'm a sucker for whistling. Hell yeah. Ooh. Again, like I said, I am not like the biggest fan of that, like more robotic type of way that they decided to go for with these vocals. Like, not really my thing. However, the last minute of this, I really enjoyed. And also the little whistle ending. Like, that's really, I don't know. I'm soft for that, so I'm here for it. But yeah, I feel like this is a good way, I think, to end an album, especially one that comes after such a long wait and, you know, so much hype about it and talk about it. Is just making a song that's like, I'm here. And like, you know, for me, that like I Follow You Into the Sun is kind of like a vibe of, no matter how kind of treacherous our path is or how dangerous it is, like, I'm here for you and I'm gonna stay by your side through this, you know? Just like they did for many of us, I know, especially if you were there pre-2020, and if you were like a teen during that time, then you'll know that like that's how that time felt, was that they were like a really big help in getting you through a lot of things, and K-pop helped me with a lot of things, and BTS especially, since they were like obviously my first group that I ever really got into, and also like did do a lot for, let's see, how old was I was 13 when I first got into them. I like between 12 and 13 was when I first listened to them. And then in, let's see here, so like 12, 13 was around that time, and then in 2020 I was obviously 16, and like between 12 and 16 there's a lot of growth happening, a lot of self-discovery happening, and they were definitely there and also helped with a lot of it, you know, of figuring out about myself, who I am, who I want to be, knowing or kind of finding the artist in me through them in a way, and them giving me kind of the confidence to step out of my comfort zone a little bit too. You know, a lot of listening to them when I was walking back and forth from school. I remember it when I was in, oh god, let me see, when do I graduate? 12 to 15 is like our would that be high school? No, I don't think that would be high school. Middle school? Yeah, but I remember listening to them, like, going back and forth from school, because I walked every day, and those were some of my formative memories. So I think having a song like this being like, you know, we are here and we're gonna keep walking with you, no matter what our future looks like, because again, they have been away for a while and we don't know what is going to be next, you know, what they're going to pursue next, we don't know, but this was very cool and kind of wild to have something new from them in 2026, you know, because it's been a while, to say the least. But yeah, that was all of the songs from ARIRANG. Obviously, I didn't listen to 3 of them. Again, if you want to see those reactions, then you can do so. I'll be sure to put them up there. And then also, you can probably find them in the suggested bar over there. So check that out. But I promise you guys that I enjoy this, and you're going to have fun with me in those videos too. So yeah, I'm going to be right back soon enough after I've listened through all the songs again, and obviously I can't listen to all of them fully again, but I think it's still I still get a good enough grip of like, okay, yeah, this is my vibe. So I'm gonna be just back right now, and we're going to go through all of the 14 songs on the album. So yeah, let us dive right in to the final rating in just a second. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, I am back. I've officially listened through the entire album again, at least bits and pieces of it, to understand and how to how I'm feeling about it and just like put everything down on paper, quote unquote. I just wrote it on my phone, obviously, but just to get my feelings out there and to get my thoughts in order. And yeah, now we are back. So ARIRANG, released in 2026 with 14 songs, got a total of thunder drums 3 stars. And I just want to put this out there. I don't round up when I do this, so that is why this happened. Because, okay, let's do a little math here. So 0 stars would be 0, obviously. 5 or 1, which would be like, if you do the math, if you do the division, if you do it, then 0 would be 0, 1 would be 5, right? If we're doing the 5-star thing. And so, since 80 to 100 would be 4, and anything under 80 to 60 would be 3, because this got a 0.78, it's 3 stars. It's literally this close. It is so close. In fact, I thought about running up, but I have not done so in the past. I don't round up because I feel like otherwise it's not really like, what's the point of the stars then? So it is 3 stars, because 3 out of the 14 were a little bit like, don't really vibe with them. Not really my kind of, song. So that is why. I hope you understand. It would have been more if I had done something else, but I decided to go against it. So yeah, the songs I enjoyed were Body to Body, Aliens, Fire, 2, Number 29, Swim, Normal, Like Animals, They Don't Know About Us, One More Night, and Please in total. So Hooligan, Merry-Go-Round, and Into the Sun. Not really. I talked about it when I listened to Hooligan, obviously with the music video. It's just not my thing. I think I still haven't really gotten around to the chorus, and so everything else in the song that I really do love, I can't appreciate as much as I wish I would, But yeah, that's kind of the whole rundown. And I decided to put Number 29 despite it being, a instrumental, and it's just literally the sound of the bell. I decided to have it here regardless in the songs that I like, because I don't know, I didn't want to leave it out, but I also wasn't sure what to do with it. But I like the meaning behind it, and I like why it's there. So that's why I decided with that. But let me read off my comments to you real quick. And by the way, here it is if you want to see for sure. I noted it down even, so you are aware of how I did this. But yeah, I'll read this off. Love the variety, and it is crazy to have them back again. I don't think I was ready for this overall to be quite calm, because it was obviously, we had, I would say like the first 4 tracks were quite out there. I think 2 is still quite chill in like the grand scheme of things. But the rest of the stuff was quite just relaxing or just like made me think, and I'm coming to that later, but just overall a little bit more darker stuff other than that, which I did enjoy too. Yeah, let me see here. But of course, it's not unheard of from the previous B-sides that it is quite calm. You know what I mean? They still have those types of songs, and I get why, especially like this part of your career, and after waiting so long, you want to, maybe just take a little bit chiller and also just like express yourself more musically, I did enjoy the more energetic stuff overall, so like the first 4 songs kind of, or not the first 4, but Body to Body, Aliens, Fire, and 2, like love those. But overall, my favorite new song that I hadn't listened to before today was They Don't Know About Us. Like, I really enjoyed that song. I think it's very, again, it has catchy moments that I know is going to stick, but it also felt very, despite it having lyrics like it could be a diss song, it just also felt very reflective and a little bit sad in some ways. So that's why I enjoyed it mainly. But yeah, they do darker stuff the best, which is what I said. Because again, Black Swan fan, I loved here. I love Fake Love. I just enjoy that stuff so much. But yeah, like I said, technically 3 stars because it's a 0.78. But man, it was that is so close. Again, thought about rounding up, but also I don't want to do it for integrity's sake because like gotta actually do what's right, if you know what I mean. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being here. I need to take these lashes off because they're kind of annoying me now. They've been on my face for like 4 hours in total, so like I need to get these off, and also I need to do some studying, so leave that for me. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to maybe talk about the concert too after I watched it on Saturday. I'm going to be getting to the concert, so that is going to be very fun. I'm going with a friend of mine who's also an ARMY and also likes K-pop, so that's going to be a good time. So you know, I might make a video about it, might make a short about it, let me know, but I am going to be going through that. But yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say though. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Very much fun, and it's been a while since I made this long of a video, and thankfully it didn't go terribly. I was a little bit scared that I was going to lose my energy throughout this, but still there, so that's great for me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon as well. Leave a comment if you have anything you'd like me to check out. Leave a like on this video, and yeah, love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Free Palestine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.